Hello guys, today we will discuss the problem of Codechef May Cookoff 2020. So the problem statement states that chef has a matrix A with n columns and m rows. He have to fill the matrix like this. He will start from top left corner and it will go in right direction. Then in second row it will go in left direction. Then again in right. Then again in left. Chefina will fill the matrix just in opposite direction. She will fill the matrix first row like this, second will this, third will be filled like this, fourth will be filled like this. So what we have to find is that is there any such matrix exist in which Chefina and chef fill the matrix and the answer of both these matrices should come to be equal. So what we have to do is we have to fill these numbers, these numbers into these both arrays, and we have to fill these array in such a way that each row of these both array will be equals to each other. Means this should be equals to this should be equals to this should be equals to this, and the last one should be equals to last one. And one more condition is there, we have to fill this from here to here and this from here to here, and then this will be gone from here and this will be like this. So the both will be going reverse direction. This will go from left to right and this will go from right to left at every condition. So we know that we have to fill these rows from here and this row from here. So after filling, these both rows should be same, and this can be same if the row elements are palindromic to each other. What I mean by that, if I will fill these rows randomly, suppose I am filling these rows, here I filled 1, so here also I have to fill 1, here I have filled 2, then here also 2, here I have filled 3, here also 3. Now here I have filled with 1, here also I have filled with 1. And if we check these both arrays now, this is equals to this is not equals to this is also not equals to this, but this is equals to this. So we observe that this, if this is equals to this and this is equals to this, then the palindrome will be formed and this condition will be true. So what we have to do is we take same elements, same occurring elements. In case of this both, if we take whole as 1, we count number of ones, how many ones are there. So how many ones are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 one are there. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And we have to fill these one into the array. Now we can fill these ones in same lines. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. So we can fill this also 1, 1, 1, 1. So these both rows are equals to each other. Now we will check for second. Now how many ones are left? 4. So we can fill all 4 ones. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now let's check for 2. We have 4 2s. So 2, 2, 2, 2. Here also 2, 2, 2, and 2. And we will fill similarly 3, 3, 3, 3. 3 here also and here also 3. But a single problem is there, if we don't get, if at place of these both 3s these both 3s, I get 2 4s, then how we will fill? So a trick is there. We should fill these columns from starting and ending both at same time. We have to fill this also with same number. If 3, here also 3. If 4, here also 4. So it will automatically be turned equals to each other. All observations we got. The first observation is that each row of array should be same from front and back also. So each row should be same from start and end. Now we know that for palindromic condition, or for this condition, for odd and even, both cases are totally different. So we will do for 2 different cases. So for first, even. So if the size of array is, or m is even, then what all conditions we have to check? So first condition what we have to check is none of these values should be in odd occurrence. Means none of the values in this question should occur odd times. So for the answer we just have to calculate the occurrence of each element, and this we can do easily with the help of map. So for in this case map will be 4 1, it will be 4 4 2, it will be 2, 4 3, it will be 3, 4 3, it will be 1. So now we observe that 3 had odd occurrence. So in this case answer is not possible, so we will return -1. Now if we change the question a bit, if it becomes 1 space 1 space 1 space 2 space 2 space 3 space 3 space 4 space 4 and then 5 and then 5. So after the completion of the operation or filling of the map will be like this. So what we have to do after filling the array or map, we have to check the condition that any index of map has odd value or not. If any value of map have odd occurrence, then we will return the -1 as answer. Now in this condition no value has odd occurrence, so we will start filling the values. So for what we have to fill is, we have to fill from first row first column and first row last column. Then we will fill first row second column, then second row first row last second column. We have to fill like this, starting from both the ends and then coming to center. So in this case we will fill one here, one here, one here and one here. Sorry, we will fill like this, one here, then one here, then one again here, then one again here. So after this the value here becomes 0. Here the value becomes 0. So this turns to be not existing. Now we will start filling 2. So for 2 we will fill 2 here and then we will fill 2 here. Now 2's occurrence is also 0. Now we will fill 3 here, 3 here. Now we will fill 4 here and then 4 here. Now we have to fill 5 5 here and 5 here. So the final answer will be this. This will be the final answer. We will return this as answer. This array will be the answer which we will get. This is particularly for even. We have, so let's repeat our concept. What we have to do is we have to first insert all the values of array or matrix into a map, and then we have to fill that. Before filling, we have to check if any odd occurrence is there. If any odd occurrence is there, then we will not count, or then we will skip this and return -1. Why it is not filling odd? This is the main concept. It is not filling odd because if at some condition or at some place, if I fill 1, suppose in first case we have 3 1 occurrence. Now I do not have any element here where as similar to 3, so I can't fill out here. So let's solve for odd number of columns also. So for even, we observe that no number should occur in odd number of times. Now we should check for even also. We should check for odd also. Odd also we will get some observation. Now we start filling the numbers as same as before. We start filling 1, 1, then 1, then 1. Now we will skip all the occurrence where the occurrence is odd. So 2 have 1, 3 have 1, 4 have 1, 5 have 1. What 6 have? 6 have 4. So 6, 6, 6, 6. Now for 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. For 8, 8, 8, 8, and then the odd number of occurrence left. So it will be, we will fill it here. So 2, 3, 4, then 5. Now we observe that if the number of rows and the number of odd occurrence are equal or less than, we can fill that. So why we can't fill if it is greater than that? So we check in this, all this simply in this one, you all, if 8 occurs one last time and 7 occurs one more time, then we will check. We filled 1 7 here, but 5 left. Where we can fill 5? Here only, but 5 is not equals to 8, so this condition of palindromic becomes false. So the occurrence of odd in case of odd should be less than the number of rows. So this is the code. Here I have taken the m and n as an input. Now I have initialized this answer array. Here I have initialized the map, and I have taken inputs in map directly. If value of map already exists, then it will be incremented, else it will be initialized with 1. Now as we know that for odd and even the conditions will be different. So for odd and even we have to do the code also separately. For odd, this, for even this will be done, and for odd I'll explain afterwards. For even, first I'm initializing an iterator at the beginning, then I am checking that if any of the occurrence is odd, then it will be printing -1, and then the program will terminate. Now, so the program will not terminate, it will be passed on to the next case, test case. Now here I have checked that condition. With the help of this second, I have checked. With the help of this second, I have checked that condition. Now Again I have initialized this iterator with beginning. Now what I am doing is, here I am checking that if the occurrence is 0, then I am checking that if the occurrence of that element becomes 0, then I incremented the iterator. Now we know that no odd occurrence is there. Now we will fill these values, and then we will decrement the value by 2. Now let's check for odd. For odd, I have initialized the counter to track how many odd values are there. Same, I have initialized the beginning iterator, then I have occurred if it exists odd, then I have incremented count, and then check the condition that if count is greater than n, then it will return, else the iterator will be working. Now what we have to do is, now we will fill the array. In this I am checking two conditions. If the occurrence is 0, then also we will increment, or if second is 1 or the occurrence is 1, then also we will skip the iterator's value. Why we are skipping? Because first we are filling the corners. The middle row will be empty in this sample. Now after filling, we know that the array's middle index, if array size is 5, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, so fifth and first will be filled, second and fourth will be filled, but the third will be empty. So we will fill these third out here. What I am doing here, I am using an iterator it, which will be start from beginning, and we will check that if second value is greater than, if it is not equals to 0, then we will fill, else we will increment the values. We are incrementing values here with the help of while loop. Why we are using while here? Because multiple 0 values will be there, or multiple 0 values can be there. So in that occurrence, we might fail the test case. In upper odd condition also we are doing the same, because multiple 1 values can be there. Now I have submitted my solution and I got correct answer. Thank you guys. For more such content, like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe.